be there once again at Yad Vashem, paying tribute to the 6 million Jews who were killed in the Holocaust. In fact, he also was at the Eternal Flame. And like you're saying, Pranay, the most important bilateral that is set to happen this afternoon, where almost 17 MOUs to be exchanged, and India and Israel looking to strengthen bilateral ties also when it comes to trade and defense.
Absolutely, Trey. Defense and security remains an important pillar of cooperation between India and Israel. But besides that, not only the bilateral partnership between India and Israel, but also the regional partnership, how India and Israel can partner for the greater welfare and the greater good for the region, and how the West Asian region can benefit from this partnership, how India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, IMAC corridor can be built in shortest possible time, how India can invest in Israel, and how India and Israel can be good partners in terms of the research, innovation, and taking forward the technological advancement for the greater good. So those things will be on the table and are on the agenda of the summit level meeting between Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Netanyahu. And as in terms of the defense and security cooperation, we know that the advanced defense equipment or the advanced cutting-edge technology, India is looking at Israel's technological advancement and innovation. On the other side, India brings scale and skill on table for Israel to take benefit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had already extended invitations to Israeli companies to come and form JVs, joint ventures with Indian companies, partner with Indian companies. And as far as the defense sector is concerned, be it cybersecurity, be it artificial intelligence, quantum computing, to secure our defense communication, or be it the directed energy weapons, or the advanced missile technology, and some of the other critical energy areas. Those remains important area of cooperation between India and Israel. But besides defense, security, and cybersecurity related areas, there are another aspect of India-Israel partnership which pertains to agriculture. We know that Israel's drip irrigation technology brought a lot of good to increase the harvest in India. India is also looking at some to low water consumption techniques, which can actually increase the productivity in fields, and how the water can be cleaned, because water contamination and water pollution is also one of the challenges Indian society, Indian cities are facing. So how to tackle, how to meet that challenge, and how Israel can partner those technological things can help. So these are the areas of cooperation which will be forwarded during the summit level meeting.
Oh yes, absolutely, Pranay. I request you to stay on that very important moment where Prime Minister Narendra Modi just laid the wreath at the Eternal Flame. We'll also once again listen into what Prime Minister Narendra Modi had said yesterday of stronger ties between India and Israel.
In India, there is a great admiration for Israel's resolve, courage, and achievements. Long before we related to each other as modern states, we were linked by ties that go back more than 2,000 years. The book of Esther refers to India as Hodu. The Talmud records trade with India in ancient times. Jewish merchants traveled across sea routes that connected the Mediterranean with the Indian Ocean. They came seeking opportunity and dignity. And in India, they became one of us. Jewish communities have lived in India without fear of persecution or discrimination. They have preserved their faiths and participated fully in society. That record is a source of pride for us. Honorable members, the Bene Israel of Maharashtra, the Kochini Jews of Kerala, the Baghdadi Jews of Kolkata and Mumbai, and the Bene Manasseh of the Northeast have enriched India. In my home state, Gujarat, there is a school set up by a Bene Israeli family, Mr. and Mrs. Best. It is an excellent school, and of course, it is called the Best School.
And there, as the very important bilateral that is set to happen this afternoon, Prime Minister Narendra Modi visiting the Yad Vashem. He also did that in July 2017, once again marking a historic moment. Prime Minister being the first Indian Prime Minister to visit Israel and of course once again at the Yad Vashem paying tribute to the 6 million Jews who were killed on the Holocaust. He visited the Hall of Names and the Children's Memorial. He just laid a wreath at the Eternal Flame. And this is extremely significant, once again symbolizing deepening India-Israel strategic ties, reflecting India's acknowledgement of the Holocaust historical trauma, reinforcing cooperation in defense, agriculture, water technology and innovation. As we stay with those pictures, my colleague Shivani Sharma joining us live. Shivani, Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the Holocaust Remembrance Center interacting with Benjamin Netanyahu, just laid the wreath at the Eternal Flame, and of course the very important bilateral that is lined up this afternoon. All right, we may have to reconnect that line with my colleague Shivani Sharma, but there you see those are the pictures coming in from Jerusalem, Yad Vashem to be precise, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is at the Israel's official memorial to the victims of the Holocaust. Prime Minister Narendra Modi after this will be meeting with Israeli President Isaac Herzog to discuss bilateral ties. In fact, during his address at the Knesset, he had condemned the October 7 Hamas attack as a barbaric terrorist attack, telling Israel, we feel your pain, we feel your grief. India standing firmly with Israel in this moment in full conviction. Let me go back to my colleague Shivani Sharma joining us on the broadcast. Shivani, staying with those pictures, Prime Minister Narendra Modi who laid a wreath at the Eternal Flame, and of course important bilateral lined up ahead.
Swesha, this happens to be an important day of the two-day visit by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He started the day with his visit to the Eternal Flame, and India stands in solidarity with Israel, not in remembrance of the Holocaust Day, but also what happened on 7th of October 2023. That's what we heard from Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the Parliament yesterday, where he said that killing of the innocent civilians cannot be justified in any manner. And from here, he will be meeting the President today. This will be another important engagement for the day. And after meeting the President of Israel, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be holding the delegation-level talks with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. And this will be regarding not only the defense sphere, the security, the intelligence sharing, but also taking the economic bilateral ties ahead. Also, how India can move ahead with its Atmanirbharta mantra by technology transfer and to make India's own Sudarshan Chakra with the inspiration of Israel's laser technologies.
And important developments that are lined up ahead with almost 17 MOUs to be signed between both sides. I want to thank you, Shivani, for getting us the latest. With that, we slip into a short commercial break. On the other side is our special segment, So South, where you get to watch all those stories that are making news down south. Do stay tuned for it.
अरे करुण, तुम शहर से कब वापस आए? परसों आया मास्टर जी, माँ का बार बार फोन
अच्छा
आ रहा था।
गिरधर, तुमने जो जानकारी दी उससे मेरे बेटे का काफी भला हुआ।
थैंक यू सर।
यार गिरी, तो पॉपुलर बन गया तू।
पॉपुलर नहीं यार, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बन गया म्यूचुअल फंड्स का। मैं इन सभी की मदद करता हूँ, उनका भला होता है तो वो दुआ देते हैं।
वाह यार।
अगर आप भी मेरी तरह म्यूचुअल फंड्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बनना चाहते हैं तो जाइए mfdkareshuru.com पर। तो करें शुरू।
Introducing Motorola Signature. Don't blend in, stand out. Introducing Motorola Signature. Don't blend in, stand out.
Hi, here are the top headlines presented by Motorola. PM Modi addresses Israeli parliament. Key agreements to be sealed today. US-Iran nuclear talks in Geneva today. Aragchi says no compromise on sovereignty. India versus Zimbabwe in T20 World Cup today. Sri Lanka out of semi-final race.
The president has claimed that Iran is developing missiles that can reach America. So where does the claim of the missiles really come from then?
Complained about fake news. We are not developing, long-range missiles.
अरे करुण, तुम शहर से कब वापस आए?
परसों आया मास्टर जी, माँ का बार बार फोन
अच्छा
आ रहा था।
गिरधर, तुमने जो जानकारी दी उससे मेरे बेटे का काफी भला हुआ।
थैंक यू सर।
यार गिरी, तो पॉपुलर बन गया तू।
पॉपुलर नहीं यार, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बन गया म्यूचुअल फंड्स का। मैं इन सभी की मदद करता हूँ, उनका भला होता है तो वो दुआ देते हैं।
वाह यार।
अगर आप भी मेरी तरह म्यूचुअल फंड्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बनना चाहते हैं तो जाइए mfdkareshuru.com पर। तो करें शुरू।
Introducing Motorola Signature. Don't blend in, stand out. Introducing Motorola Signature. Don't blend in, stand out.
Hi, here are the top headlines presented by Motorola. PM Modi addresses Israeli parliament. Key agreements to be sealed today. US-Iran nuclear talks in Geneva today. Aragchi says no compromise on sovereignty. India versus Zimbabwe in T20 World Cup today. Sri Lanka out of semi-final race. Hi, Sana here with a quick AQI update. Delhi 424, Mumbai 159, Kolkata 167, Bangalore 146, Chennai 119, Hyderabad 165.
Vanakkam, Namaskara, good afternoon and a big welcome to India Today So South, where we get you all the news that dominates the southern part of India. We get you crime, we get you politics, cinema, entertainment, everything from the southern part of India. And joining me right now are my team of colleagues, Sagai Raj from Bengaluru, Apurva Jayachandran from Chennai. Sagai, to you first, what's the top story that you're bringing us today from Karnataka and Bengaluru?
A POCSO case been registered against a godman in Yadgiri after a video went viral. This and more in the bulletin.